Well, Beethoven was a musician, so he was deeply affected in a way that a writer is not. After all, writing is silent, and reading is usually silent. So it hasn't really affected my artistic vocation, but it's affected my life socially and personally. It's perhaps, increased my tendency to melancholia anyway. I think, in a way, I'm lucky that I live in the age of the internet and email and so on, where so much communication can take place without the voice and the ear. So I can't claim to be, a tragic figure in this respect. In fact, one of the points my novel makes is that deafness is not generally considered a tragic condition, unlike blindness. It's considered a rather comic disability, which is perhaps what attracted me to the idea of writing a novel about it. The novel begins mainly by exploiting the comic aspects of deafness, of losing one's hearing. It isn't very funny for the person who's losing their hearing, but they tend to create comedy. They tend by the mistakes they make. They feel like absurd, ridiculous figures. So, in a way, yes. I mean, the novel is its distinctive theme is deafness, which hasn't actually been treated a lot in literature, though it's a very common experience as one gets older. And as society begins to abuses its hearing more and more people are getting deaf. So that is, I suppose, the original aspect of the novel. But in English, the word for deaf is very like the word for death, and that equivalence, confusion between the two words is one of the backbones of the novel, really. And you could say the novel gradually moves from an obsession with deafness to an obsession with death, actually, and how one comes to terms with it. So it's hard to say which is the more important.